JoshCast, Josh Jackable, he's the man. Josh Jackable, he's the man. JoshCast, he's diabolical. Josh Jackable, nobody can do a pubic hair rhyme like he do. Josh Jackable, JoshCast, he's the man. Pubic hair rhyme like he do. 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 Josh Jackable, he's the man. He's diabolical. Josh Jackable, he's diabolical. JoshCast, he's diabolical. Josh Jackable, he's the man. He's diabolical. Pubic hair rhyme like he do. Nobody can do a pubic hair rhyme like he do.
Welcome to the show. It's Tuesday night here, and the storm just happened, everybody. We just had about a foot of snow. I don't work. Yesterday I had Applebee's job interview. I didn't show up because I don't give a shit. Tomorrow night I'm going to be at the Northeast Cabaret. And Thursday night, I don't know if I'm going to be at the John Rice open mic. Because number one, I don't even know if that open mic is even continuing. Because he said he's thinking about making that into just a monthly show type of thing, or if whatever, you pulled the plug on it, who knows. But if I might go, I don't know, it's not really worth it, then anyways, before we get to the topical news and start the show, I got my podcast on iTunes. Now, I think a year or two ago, I watched all these YouTube videos trying to get my podcast on iTunes. I really did. And most people suck at teaching on YouTube. Why? Because they don't go through the steps that well. Even though they show you what they're doing, they're busy yapping and trying to make stupid little jokes to show their personality to get subscribers. So a year or two ago, I got the feed burner thing. It's like, you gotta have a fucking bachelor's degree in order to get your podcast on iTunes. And by the way, I don't even know if they're going to accept it or not. I finally submitted it, but you have to go through a whole thing. You have to make sure your picture is 1400 by 1400 pixels, and then you gotta have a hosting site, like a Blogger or WordPress, and then you gotta go to this website FeedBurner and fill out all this stuff, and then you gotta put it on this, you gotta put it on that. I mean, it took last night. I was messing with it last night. The time I actually got it submitted, and they have to prove it. They get 12 to 24 hours they give you to approve it, and it hasn't been 12 hours yet, so I guess I have to wait till sometime tomorrow to get the email, and they might reject it, who knows. I don't have any copyrighted music, but you never know. But yeah, you gotta be a fucking genius, and that's one of the things I hate about Apple. It's like, just to get your podcast on iTunes, I'm lucky if anybody's even gonna listen to this shit, you know, because I already typed in JoshCast. There's two other guys out there that have a podcast named JoshCast. Both of them, I don't think post episodes anymore. But I swear to you, when I started this podcast show many years ago, 7 years, however long it was, I googled JoshCast, nothing came up. Now there's 2-3 guys out there, but fuck them. This podcast has over 240 episodes, and I'm not going to stop. So we'll keep you posted on the next segment. I definitely should know by Thursday whether they accept the episode, and then it'd be pretty cool. And then I found the Philly Podcast Posse. Brian Lichter and I try to start a podcast network where you can hear episodes of his show, Breaking and Entering, and it's still there. So check that out on iTunes. Check out the Brian Lichter B&E show and his show, and check out my show. It's pretty cool. So we're gonna jump over to topical news now. I don't know what besides this. Oh, this crazy storm. I don't know what else is going on. I should plan this out before I go. But when you do a podcast show that no one listens to, well, yeah. So I think DiGiorno pizza was named a top frozen pizza. I can totally see that. I mean, I used to think Tombstone was the best, but yeah, Tombstone does get kind of hard like a brick when you... White House responds to a leak of Trump's 2005 taxes. Alright. Everyone's talking about the March Madness. Once again, no, not the Dan Mahan contest. The basketball. Police find a possible meth lab during a burglary call. Woman plows car through jail's main entrance. Cool. Oh yeah, so Will Smith in this picture, I don't know if he's goofing around. I think he's goofing around. He dressed up like Uncle Phil, the guy who passed away, or he just looks like him. I mean, this picture I'm looking at now, he doesn't have gray hair. So internet was going crazy over that. NFL team tries to lure prize free agent with cupcakes. It's going to take a little bit more than that. It's about money. Twin daughters, father killed as mother forced to watch. Jesus. World's oldest golf club allows women to join. What are you doing, man? Captain caught on hidden camera kissing an inmate, 2 gay black guys. And in the black community, man, being gay is worse than being anything else, so you gotta be careful. Beloved football coach can face 25 years in prison after allegedly engaging in a sexual crime, I guess, some sort of sexual crime. Where's the juicy gossip, folks? I'm looking for the weird stories, the crazy stories. Nothing really. It's always about Trump and the weather. Life is just boring, isn't it? Oh, Zeus21117 put another public freak out on YouTube, so later this episode, most likely, because I don't know if there's going to be sober commentary or not, I'm going to be probably doing another segment, a public freakout segment. Kanye West has blonde hair. He suffers a big family tragedy. There's no point reading it. Dad destroys yard drilling holes for a stunning outcome. He's obviously building something. Men served lengthy prison sentence despite FBI support. Alright. Italians are hiding their money in weird places. What, spaghetti sauce? Mom's sexy selfie has people upset for strange reason. And that's the thing, this woman has it together. You gotta look at her, she's hot. She's got a good body. It's always fat women who get mad at this. Alright, so that's all that's really happening. So once again, this is your favorite podcast show that you don't listen to. There's going to be a prank call this episode. I believe a laundry store prank call, a classic prank call I did many years ago. Also, there's going to be a possible sober commentary with drunk people Saturday night. Last week there was none, but there should be. More topical news, of course, odd news, and anything else that happens. Public freakout commentary. Maybe something tomorrow at the open mic might happen. You never know. You're going to hear about it here on this podcast. It's JoshCast. It's the first and worst podcast. And yes, this is the first podcast named JoshCast. The other ones are posers. So look out for me on iTunes, bitches, because I'm coming. Yeah.
Hi, sir. May I help you?
Yes, hi. Are you guys hiring?
Yes, we are.
Actually, I think I need to come in for an application.
Okay.
Are you hiring females only?
No, not necessarily.
Okay, I need to ask you some questions. If a girl comes to your store, they try on the lingerie, and they put it back, and it's damaged, or the hygiene's bad, what do you do with it? Do you throw it away, or?
People don't try things on here.
Oh, you're not allowed to try things on?
No.
Do you have any retailed boxes that have been used before that I could possibly buy?
What?
Do you have any boxes of unused merchandise I could possibly buy to be worn by the customers of your store?
Good afternoon, State Shop.
Yes, hi. Is this the lingerie store?
Yes?
Okay. Is there any applications open for hiring?
Not at the moment.
I need to ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you allow your customers to try on the merchandise?
It depends on the item.
Say they try it on, and they put it back, and they don't want it, but the hygiene or the product was damaged. Do you throw it away?
The product was dirty?
Yeah, like it was dirty or damaged. Would you throw it away?
I don't know. Why?
Because
Why are you asking that question?
Because I want to know if I could buy some used merchandise by your customers.
Okay. I'm not. This is not a really good conversation.
But I need to ask you a couple questions, and that's all I really want.
We have a damaged item. We usually put it on the sale rack.
Do you have any items on there I could possibly buy?
What are you looking for?
Well, I mean used items. I'm looking for used.
This isn't a used store. This is a.
I know. I just want to know if you could possibly sell them to me. You know, some of the used merchandise.
If it gets damaged, it gets put onto the sale rack.
Well, I want to know if I could buy some off the shelf rack.
Anybody can buy stuff off the sale rack.
But I need to ask you something. Have there been any young females in there earlier today that came into your store?
I'm sorry, what's that?
What happens if a girl comes to your store and they're only 15? You're still allowed to shop there? Yeah, she's underage.
Yeah, she's really a minor, yeah.
So she's not allowed to shop in there?
Really?
Is it possible I can sit inside the fitting room and encourage the girls to buy some of the stuff?
What kind of... How many more questions do you have?
I already have... I'm sorry, sir. I already have 2 more questions, and I promise I'll leave you alone, okay?
Why are you asking me all these questions?
Oh, I just want to know, like, you close up at night, right?
Usually.
What happens if, do you ever smell... I know you have to smell a couple of the bras and panties, right?
What?
You smell a couple of the bras and panties.
Who?
You.
Do I?
Yeah.
Do I steal them?
No, do you smell them?
Smell them?
Yeah.
So, my dad was a roller. He worked in a paint house.
My dad was a steamroller. He, liked to roll steam?
This girl I know used to smoke weed. I said to be blunt. I think we should see other people.
Her name was Mary Jane.
Oh. That was her main thing.
She was very sticky.
I don't smoke weed. I don't know all the like terms you use for like.
Using like puns.
She had a fatty.
That's a good one.
See?
All up in that joint. She was a high roller?
Oh,
you started off like that.
That's right. Her eyes were green, but she wasn't a gold digger. She was a weed digger. That wasn't.
She wasn't a gold digger. She was a broke nigga. She ain't messing with no broke nigga.
Yes, I swear I wrote that. I just changed. The word in her. I'm getting second-hand high right now.
My dad was a rapper. He worked at Macy's during Christmas time.
My dad used to work in a second-hand store, and I would get second-hand high. So, the rice is probably out there. Yeah, so I decided to get a job as a paper boy because I would always have the papers.
No.
That's oh my god. So I met this girl in a hookah bar, and she said, "I'm smoking strawberry kiwi." I said, "Can you get high from smoking a fruit?"
My father worked at a hookah bar. His career went up in smoke.
I just want to dedicate this podcast to my dad, who used to be a skyscraper window cleaner. So, Dad, if you're up there.
They used to call him Squeegee in high school.
They would call him Squeegee because after he came on a girl, he would use it to wipe off his jizz. I would never do that on the Saturday night show here, but I would do it here. Welcome, everybody, to the Northeast Cabaret, the gateway to the tap room.
The gateway. I was getting this.
I don't know, but based on those papers, should we wrap this up? Oh, it smells nice and pinty in here. Very pinty and fresh. Alright, it's Thursday night and you just heard some dueling Lepowims from Darren Martinez and I at the Cabaret last night. I went there, of course, I hosted, and it was only about 9 comics on the list with 3 audience members, which is not bad because usually we average like 1 or 2. But we had less comedians because of the Dan Mahan contest and such. And then tonight, there was supposed to be a John Rice open mic, and he didn't promote it. And I did tell him last night I would be there, but I ate a bunch of food earlier because, well, I won $100. That had nothing to do with the food, though. I'm just a fat ass. But I found $100 in a Wawa today, which is pretty awesome. And then I told John Rice last night I would be there, and he texted me and said, yeah, nobody's really here. But the open mic, John Rice said he wants it to fail. He doesn't promote it. And, well, he just doesn't care. Before I get to the topical news, I just want to update about the iTunes. My podcast is now on iTunes. Yay. I'm trying to figure out how to get the older episodes on. So I think how it works is it only updates the first 25 posts of your blog feed, and I'm obviously trying to get all my episodes on there, so I'm working on that. And then I made a mistake earlier, and then I think what happened was it only posted 2 episodes, and then I fixed it, and now there's only like 23 episodes up, but I have, as you can see, 240. So we'll see if that can be fixed, because I am not, even though I went to school for computers and I have a degree, an associate's degree in IT, I am not computer savvy. Before I start the topical news, I just want to say that I ate a bunch of food, and man, I've been shitting like crazy tonight. Buffalo chicken and a half a steak and all this stuff, man. I'm really asking for it. Well, that's 2 minutes of your life wasted. Let's get to the topical news. There's a Katrina girl who says to bring Air Force vet who rescued her. Very sweet story, a little black girl, and I think I'm trying to get to the story I saw. I saw a story where some actor confessed to some murder or something. I don't think he was like a... Oh yeah, so this happened in the news today. At a New York City train station, I don't know how somebody recorded this. This train went by, and a bunch of snow, folks. I mean, just a fucking bunch. Just plummeted everybody. It's crazy. I haven't watched the video, but looking at the screen cap, looks vicious. A woman celebrating her birthday was killed in a grisly car crash. So I had a dream on my birthday where I had a car crash and I died. It was a weird dream. I was driving. This is last July 29th, my birthday. And I was driving down this pier. I don't know why I was driving down the pier. It's a weird story. And then I fell in the water. And it felt like a real dream. And I couldn't swim. And I just went all the way down and just died. And I woke up like, ah! Weird thing was I woke up with a boner. Holocaust survivor recounts a dawn escape of a death march. Kim K's newest book club read is so unexpected. She reads books. Wow. Baby dies while babysitter was stuck on hold on with 911. Not 911. Yeah, so I heard this story in the news. So I don't know. Some people say these 911 operators are cunts. Here's the thing. Dave Chappelle did a brilliant bit about this, on how you call 911 because you're scared, even though it's an emergency. They're like, calm down. And yeah, in all fairness, they do need to get the details in order to send the cops and ambulance and such out there. But I don't know, some of these people have been accused of just taking too long, and when it's that much of an emergency, yeah, you need somebody there right away. You want the information, fine, get the address and send them over there and get the information later. But maybe that's the way they're trained. I don't know. Off-duty cop turns himself in after a 12-hour standoff. Girl Scouts transform into a influential Women for Women's History Month. It shows 3 black girls. Oh, jeez. Oh, man, it's just, this world is just all about just trying too hard. It really is. One major athlete sleeps for 12 hours each night. I heard that's what athletes are supposed to do. They need their rest. Alright, so that's it for the, that's it for this segment. The next segment, I'm going to do public freakouts. The 2 latest videos from Zeus2117's YouTube channel. And then, because since I haven't been recording songs lately. And then, once again, Saturday night, there's no guarantee I'm going to get the the sober commentary, but I'm going to try. And much, much more. So stick around. The show's only at the halfway point, you cunts. Alright, happy 316 day. That's right, March the 16th. We're going to do some more public freakouts. I forgot to mention the 316 thing in the last clip. So these are public freakouts from the Zeus2117 YouTube channel. So check that out. I will plug him since he makes these. He doesn't make these videos himself. We're going to go to the last 2 episodes he put up. So if you want to play along at home, go to episode number 55 and go to the 7:33-minute mark. And the first one we're going to play 2 clips from each channel, is an elderly neighbor argues with her other neighbors. And I think this is the one where this lady didn't clean up her dog shit, and this guy yells at her about it. So let's take a listen to this. These are always fun.
Shut up, bitch! What is this? enforcement tell me you're parking on property that I know the owner of.
Oh, really?
You want that truck to stay there? The only reason I let you park there?
So she has like a really funny, it's like an old lady, but yet really sweet. Guys, fuck you. Really, she could be a voiceover for an animation type show. She has kind of like a funny voice, and you can't hear the guy that well, but he's very upset that she didn't clean up her dog poop.
It's because I still like Dave. I have respect for him. I lost respect for you.
Well,
the only reason I don't call.
for you a long time ago when you stole power from us.
Steal power from what?
Oh, she just accused him of stealing power. How do you do that?
Yeah, you did.
I mean, you can still keep parking there. I'm not going to call.
Fuck you.
You keep doing that, I will. First thing else.
Fuck you.
So she said, fuck you. He said, you keep doing that and I will. Ooh, that sounds like a date.
Tomorrow morning. Don't be surprised when code enforcement comes out here. You just lost your parking spot.
Go to hell.
You just lost your parking spot.
Go to hell.
Go to hell.
Keep it up. Keep it up, Alice.
Go to
Keep it up and I will go to hell.
hell. Take your fucking kids out of our yard.
They're not in your yard.
And everything else.
They're not in your yard.
Well, they were.
No, they weren't.
Now this is amazing. She's about 3 feet away, and you can still hear her perfectly. I mean, that sounds just like my mom. She could be 10 feet away, and you can still hear her screaming. So this next clip we're gonna go to the 22 minute mark, and this is a black woman who, and she's not the stereotypical loud black woman like the beginning of this clip. She's arguing to the Subway employees over a cup of water. That's right, she wants a cup of water for free, and they're saying that we can only give you a small cup of water for free, but she wants a bigger cup, and they're explaining to her that no, this is a business. If you want a big cup of water, we charge for that. And she's gonna go apeshit on. Well, I know that sounds racist to say, you can't say a black woman is going apeshit, but she's gonna get very upset with them. So, here's the clip at the 18-22 minute mark.
Recording? Is recording? Okay, now I'm asking for a cup for water. A regular cup for water. Are you going to give us a cup of water?
There you go. This is the cup for the water. If you
that's
want
the cup
you
that
can
you're
have.
giving us. That's not a regular cup. That's a tasty cup. A regular cup for water is all damn asking you. It's not a hard thing for you to do. It's not a hard thing for you to do. Just a cup.
We
A
said the
regular
bottle
cup.
water is only $1.60 plus tax.
Yeah, you get a bottle of water for $100. He just need a cup to get some water. Just a kid asking for a cup for some water. That's it. So why can you guys can't give him just a little regular cup?
We don't have the currency cup right now. We are out of that. We have coming delivery
That wasn't
on
what you
Wednesday.
told me. You told me you were not going to give it to him. What is your name? What is your name, sir?
There you go.
What is your name?
Like, it's not good to take a video up to here, so...
Yeah, so this guy's being very patient. He's trying to do his job. He's ringing up a customer. He puts up with enough shit working at this crappy fast food place. And she's just got her camera in his face recorded. People think just because they pull their phone out and record a person playing the victim, they can just get their way for free. And it's just... And this is one of the reasons why I want to play these clips so other people can hear this. This is what goes on all over the world. Imagine all the videos that aren't posted.
What is your name, sir?
Thank you.
This is the only proof I have. This is the only proof I have.
I'm Danny Patel.
And you are the owner of this
I'm the
premises?
manager of the store.
You told me you was the owner.
And I'm the one of the partner of the store.
Okay, so who's the other partner? You said you was the partner as
The
well?
partner is not here, so what do you want to do now?
Okay, and what is it? But then that means you guys lied to me. You guys said you are the owner.
I'm calling the 911 now. If you're not doing
Okay,
this,
go ahead. Go ahead.
So one of the guys who's the partner, there's 3 partners here, he doesn't speak English, I guess. He's just sitting there like, I'm just going to watch this. And now he's going to call the 911.
Because I give you the
Go
cup,
ahead.
that's the water.
No, you gave me a cup from Annie's. Annie's is not a part of Subway. Even after this, you guys have a relative courtesy cup. The child only asked you for a cup to get some water. You won't give it to him. You giving him your little tasty cup. It's not a problem.
Like, you
It's
wanna
not a
drink the
problem.
water.
That's what's good about the internet. I'm just asking you for a cup, a regular
That's
cup,
what I'm saying.
just a
We
courtesy
have
cup.
the IC cup. That's
Just
the
a courtesy
bigger.
cup.
You want to
Just a
pay for
courtesy
that?
cup.
You want to pay for that? I can give you. It's like 60 cents for the cup.
Sir,
We have to tell
we're
them.
asking.
So she won't pay the 60 cents for a cup. And that's the thing is people always want to complain about shame and I'm being shamed and such, but when it comes to entitlement and when it comes to people shaming other people with a camera, that's completely okay, as long as it's them just trying to get what they want. People just want to get what they want for free. You know, you're that cheap, you can't pay 60 cents or $1 for a cup. You're going to give the guy a hard time. I mean, for a cup of water, I mean, it's probably shit faucet water. I mean, go to a fucking store and go steal one like most people would.
For a courtesy cup of water.
We
That's
have
all.
this one right now. We don't have anything else. Our delivery comes
But why
from
are you changing your story now? That's not what you said. He asked for a regular courtesy cup to get some water. You
So
in turn gave him this.
So we are.
How you doing?
Good, everything okay?
No, I'm just trying.
Okay, so this is in a Walmart apparently. You know they have Subways in Walmarts because the Walmart security guard just came over, and he's looking at her like, really? Over a fucking cup of water?
A regular courtesy cup for water from him. He came over. They said they didn't have it. He said he was an owner. Then he said he's an owner, and neither one of them are the owner. Now he's telling me that he's the manager, and the owner is not here. What is the owner's name?
I'm getting
What's the owner's
water,
name?
Right?
Okay, couple
So,
of
yeah, this is the water for the cup.
No, it's not.
We don't have the water there, so I'm gonna put it from there. And
No,
get the
it's
water
not.
in this cup.
You told me that you
didn't. We can
No.
All right, so we're gonna get to the next clip because this goes on all day. But man, can you believe that somebody just fucking will sit there all day and a fucking just to get a cup of water? Like, and if she gets it, that's justice for her. All right, so we get to now the new episode, which just came out 3 days ago. And we're going to go to the 3:13-minute mark, and this is a Barnes & Noble's customer, and this guy is just, it's a white guy, and he's not going to calm down. People are telling him to be quiet. I don't know what he's angry about, but man, he's pissed off about something. Lots of swearing, lots of curse words. Good clip here.
Call him. That's exactly what I want to do.
You should just calm down.
You should just fucking shut your ass up and mind your own goddamn business.
You should calm down.
Why don't you leave the fucking store if you don't
should
like
leave.
it?
You should just calm down.
Why don't you
just take a
excuse
deep breath.
me and you should just calm down?
Well, you're making a ruckus, and you just need to calm down.
Well, it's none of your business, so why
You don't hear the word ruckus in an everyday argument, I'll tell you that much.
don't you just calm down yourself?
A couple minutes ago.
But you're gonna make me calm down.
Oh,
You could make me calm down is what you could do. If you can make me calm down, make me calm down. You know what? I want you to make me calm down. I want you to force me to calm down. I don't give a fuck.
So this guy's got to be a gun owner because he has a giant book bag, and I would not mess with him. If I saw a white guy acting crazy like that with a giant bag, chances are there's some sort of weapon in there. Don't mess with this guy.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. How many times do I have to repeat this shit? Fucking motherfucking terrorists.
Whoa, he's upset about the terrorists. Now, that I agree with. Terrorists are motherfuckers. Alright, so let's get to the last clip of this segment. We're going to go to the 8:13-minute mark of the same clip. And this guy, you can tell he's a New Yorker. He's got that New York accent, and he's on a subway in New York. And, yeah, he's pissed off at this woman for something. And he's same thing. He's just a potty mouth, which I love. So this guy's going to really verbally assault this woman, which I can listen to all day.
Good at you.
I'm gonna call the cops.
Call the fucking FBI, bitch. Call the Russian KGB. I don't give a fuck.
You know who he sounds like, and only very few people are going to get this reference? If you used to be a Howard Stern fan, there was this guy named Elliot Offen. And he had a really thick Italian New York accent, and he did a lot of cursing. We go, fuck you, you scumbag. Fuck you, you scumbag. He sounds exactly. Look, Google Howard Stern Elliot Offen, Offen, and listen to it. It sounds exactly like him. There's a reference most people won't get.
Who the fuck's talking to you? Fucking
Touch
asshole.
me again, you're gonna go to jail.
Your fucking mother's going to jail. Your mother and your fucking father's going to jail.
my father is a cop.
I don't give a fuck. He could suck my dick.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Fucking shove his badge up your fucking ass.
Okay.
Now that's
Hey,
a New
I'm
Yorker.
not talking to you, you fucking asshole. Now I am.
Okay.
Now I'm fucking talking to you.
Which
You
stuff?
want fucking follow me home, bitch.
Which stuff you get?
Okay.
You get off at
Follow me
29,
home.
right? Okay.
Follow me home.
Catch me outside. How about Bell?
I'll give you my fucking address too, bitch.
Okay.
Okay? Go back to your fucking country, you Russian
Yeah. Go. Bye.
So the subway doors open and at the 79th Street station. He's gone. But yeah, man, that guy sounded like a fucking Scarface mixed with Elliot Alvin. But anyways, that's the end of the public freakout clips. Just played for it for you there. Thanks again to Zeus2117 for taking all. Someone accused me once of stealing his content. Well, I'm plugging the guy, number one, and number two, he gets his content from WorldStar and other websites like that. But he's just cool enough to put him on a compilation. And that's it for this segment. So maybe another 2 or 3 weeks, if he continues to put them up, we'll do some more public freakouts to show you the douchebags of the world. Alright, it's Friday night out here, and I'm doing a Friday night sober commentary with drunk people because, well, it's St. Paddy's Day. So I don't think tomorrow's probably going to be just as crowded, but it may not be. It may not be as, you know, the value may not be as high as it is tonight. I was originally going to go to Center City, but I changed my mind at the last minute. I decided to hang out down here in an Old City. And I bought a beer tonight for the first time in months because I got a tax return yesterday. And I recently found a little money. Not to brag, I'm standing right outside the tattoo place that's closed. And I'm right across from the Plow and the Stars. There it is right there. So I'm going to record a little tonight, I guess a little tomorrow, since I have time to spare. I went to the Cuba Libre tonight, and I'm trying to think. I don't think I danced with a single... look at all these lights, beautiful lights. I don't think I danced with like a single chicken there. I asked a few, but it was just, I don't know. That's the problem. That's the problem with that place is they want to go there, but then they don't want to dance with anybody, you know. So I didn't really bother to dance with anybody. I tried. I already made a few approaches, but yeah, I had a beer tonight. I was going to get 2 beers tonight, and then at National Mechanics, I found $3, which isn't a lot of money, but I spent $5 on the beer. $4. The beer's usually $2 at this place right there, Bootleggers. I spent $4 on a beer, and then I gave them $1 tip, and then at the last bar that I was at, the National, I actually found $3. So that means I got me a beer for $2 tonight. That's the amount the beer should have cost. The beer should have been $2, but it wasn't. It was $4. So yeah, that's how it works. So that's cool. Yeah, I've been finding money sometimes. I don't even try to look for money. But sometimes money's just, it's just there. See, right there's the Plow and the Stars, which was mobbed tonight. My assessment is the Cuba Libre was crowded. It got very crowded. But some of the girls were dancing with guys. Some of the girls were drunk. I saw an Indian girl. She was dancing. Check out that booty. She was dancing with this guy. And he kept trying to make out. Actually, 2 guys trying to make out with her. A black guy, then it was some Spanish guy. And she didn't make out. Also, a guy dropped this. I did a very nice thing tonight. A guy dropped his credit card, and I told him he dropped it, which is very nice of me because you know, the average person wouldn't say anything. But this Asian guy got up, and I saw that he dropped his credit card. So hopefully, good karma. Maybe that's why I found the $3. Well, actually, I found the $3 before that happened. So maybe that's, I don't know, but. Either way, I do have a green, as you can see right there, a shitty green dress shirt. I'm glad it's St. Paddy's Day because it gives me an excuse to wear goofy shit like this. And nothing really happened tonight. I hung out with this black guy who's always down here. His name's Jericho. That's right, I hung out with a black guy named Jericho. Isn't that wild? And nothing happened. He's a weird guy. He never wants to do anything. He's kind of like me. He just complains. Like, he's always like, yeah, this music sucks and all this, that. But whenever I try to get him to do something, he never wants to do anything. You know? But I'm going to actually, well, maybe I should just walk for I'm probably gonna walk for in a few minutes.
Okay, the first one that I got was on my right.
And then head up there. Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm gonna start walking now. All right. So now I'm walking towards the. I'm walking towards the Blue Martini at Cuba Libre. I try to dance with a very stacked black chick, and she said no tonight. She was very nice the way she said it. Like she said she was very polite the way she said no, but she did dance with me. So I'm walking up now towards my train station, past the Blue Martini, and past the Cuba Libres right now. And excuse me. Oh man, it smells like weed out here. It smells great. Well, I don't smoke weed, but it just smells delicious. All right, here's the street harassment hour. All right. So I think I'm gonna wrap this up right now. Let me check out the Market Street right now. Yeah, there's not much going on out here, so I'll do some more tomorrow. All right. So you just heard some sober commentary with drunk people on a Friday night, which is rare. And tonight I'm going to be doing a Center City, then hopping over to Old City type thing. Last night I wanted to go to Center City, but I hung out in Old City just because, you know, it's closer and everything, and I wanted to drink instead of paying a cover. But tonight I'm going to do that. So, yeah, that's the clip you just heard. I can't promise, you know. I mean, I'm going to try to get some more sober commentary, not that it matters. But I've been putting my podcast up on iTunes. It is official. I am done. Because I already had 240 episodes, and then I try to redo the whole iTunes thing, and it took years. And, man, fucking ridiculous. I remember I saw a post from years ago that said, my podcast is so bad, even iTunes wouldn't accept it. Well, that's probably true, but, man, it's a lot of work. I mean, I had to go back, and I had to upload, like, the first 30, 40 episodes. I had to download from, thank God, Brian Lichter took all my earlier episodes, and he put it on a blog post, or I would have not been able to do that. But anyways, let's get to the topical news. The top story is rock legend Chuck Berry. He helped rock and roll define its religious spirit. He has passed away at 90, and that's a pretty fucking old age for a rock star, I would say. I mean, it's not like, oh, he died too young or something. I mean, rock stars usually die in their 30s and 40s from drug overdoses. Referee dunks during high school game. Okay. That's unprofessional. Auntie Fee, a YouTube sensation, dead at 59. I'm not familiar with her. Can we call it work? Actress trying to help police find a naked picture of a hacker. Now, here's the thing, especially if you're famous. I know that famous actresses want to take naked selfies. They want to be like everybody else. There might be a date, by the way, for the McGregor and Mayweather fight. But, you know, you can't take naked selfies and send them to people if you're famous. As a woman, you can't. It's going to get out there. Bus driver rescues boy in a cold winter night. It's a black woman. Fat black woman, and that's nice. Plane passenger falls ill on flight full of doctors. Well, thank God the doctors were around. Right? Ed Sheeran. I like how Howard Stern called him fat and ugly and stuff. I think that's how he originally came on the show. He broke a record. He's the ugliest guy to get hot pussy. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so mom warns parents after meningitis rash on a baby. That's pretty sad to see. Nice born baby with all that. Fox News host said Secret Service should kill Snoop Dogg because Snoop Dogg made that music video where the toy action figure of Trump gets shot in the head, and everyone's saying, well, if that was Obama and it was a white guy, then, you know, it will be all, which is true, but I don't know. I would tell you guys. It's a huge double standard out there. Government solicits design for Trump border wall. It says sumo something on it. Interview on the Tonight Show goes horribly wrong. This is from Jimmy Fallon's show with J.J. Abrams. And it says, I don't want to watch the video. J.J. Abrams liked to do things smoothly on set, but when a Star Wars director made an appearance on Jimmy's show, Fallon was quizzing Abrams on a new Broadway play he's producing called The Play That Goes Wrong. They're a little bit nervous because the first time, and in the space of about 3 minutes, Sayer accidentally tackled Abrams on the couch. Okay, this is boring. Who cares? I mean, I'm not a big fan of... Hillary Clinton mocks Trump in a staggering Twitter jab. Oh, she's still around? Hey, how come you didn't win? What happened to that? Actress flashes brawl. I like how that's news. Jerseylicious star Mike Actera it says dead at the age of 28. Damn, 28 years old. It's a very young age, even for a Jersey douchebag. But hey, nothing bad to say about him. Biggest box office disaster, lost $183 million in theaters, and it's Antonio Banderas. Well, here's a top 10 list. 10, Heaven's Gate. I would have to go through a bunch of pages, but if you can look it up yourself. I'm a very busy guy. I gotta go out tonight to harass drunk girls and do a podcast here. I'm working. Woman becomes best friends with her dad's murderer. Alright. I don't know why somebody would do that. Maybe it was an accident. Yeah, so that's it. We're gonna hopefully after this segment you will hear more sober commentary, and then we're gonna wrap this episode up with topical news and odd news, and then that'll be it for another classic episode here at the
This is what it looks like when a bar closes past 2 a.m. on a Saturday night. Look at that. Fucking madhouse here. Very shit. Oh my god. Alright, now it's Saturday night. As you can see, it is less dead out here. Last night, I made a smart decision to record because it was, the volume last night had like 4 times as many people because of the St. Patty's Day thing. And thank God I recorded last night because I saw the environment. I said, yo, I think tonight would be a better night to do that than... I had a feeling tonight was going to be just like this. But I did not hang out down here tonight in the old city. Tonight I was in Center City. I went to a place called Time. I've not been there. Damn it, the spot I like to hang out, there's a fucking homeless guy just sitting there. And it's like, it's cold out, but it's not that cold out, dude. But anyways, I went to Center City to a place called Time. And it's a $5 cover. I have not went there in like 3 months maybe. 3 or 4 months. A lot of girls there. It's kind of like it's in a neighborhood. So you got lesbians, you got gays. I mean, that's every bar, but in that area, yeah, there's a little bit more than usual. Oh my God, you can't see this, but check out the thick joints. That's a big fucking fat black ass right there. And I'm talking about the bouncer, by the way, not the girl. Anyways, I did have a beer tonight in the middle of High Life. Anyways, I didn't do anything at the bar. I just try to keep these guys from bumping into me because the guys are weird. Like, I stand by myself. I understand it's easy to stand next to me because, you know, it's easier to stand next to me because I'm by myself. But man, I gotta tell you, some of these guys are just faggots. And when I say that, I know it sounds homophobic. I don't have a problem with gay people. I mean faggots. They stand right in front of me. They back into me. It's like, get away from me. If you want to dance with some girls, go dance with some girls. They're right there. They're shaking their ass. But instead, you decide to fucking back into me. You decide to fucking back into me. Like, you know, and fucking bump into you. So anyways, it wasn't a bad night. I hung out in Center City Check out these sisters right here, yeah. I hung out in Center City tonight until like, I'm gonna stand right here. I hung out in Center City tonight until like 1. And then I sat out at the train station a little bit. I got down to Old City like around 1:15, 1:20. And I only went to like kind of like 2 of the bars. Yeah, I already went to, you know, last night. And National, and then I closed it out at Plow, and I ran into, of course, you know who, Jericho. I ran into that guy. He's everywhere. Cannot not see that guy if you're in Old City. But anyways, so tonight was an alright night. The volume in Center City, even though there's a lot more places, seems just better. You know what I mean? Like a lot more people were in Center City, but that doesn't always mean a good thing. But the place I was at was very crowded, and of course by 12:45, I had enough just getting shoved around. There was no place I could say, oh, the street harassment I was happening. There's a black guy right there tapping a girl on the shoulder. You know, it's a double standard. A black guy taps a white girl on the shoulder because he wants to fuck her. That's okay. If you're a white guy, God forbid, you tap a black girl on the shoulder. Especially here in Philly. That can lead to an altercation. But as you can see, I'm right across from the Cuba Libres. And I already did coverage last night, so I'm not gonna do like a lot, you know, tonight. I already had, what, 4 minutes? I'm gonna do a couple more, and I'm probably gonna wrap it up because I already did probably about 6 or 7 last night. But yeah, so I decided what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the cover places at Center City for a while because I haven't done them in a while. You know, so I haven't been to Time in months. And I haven't been to Raven or Fido in a while too. So I think next Friday, I'm going to hang out down here. And I'm going to go to, next Friday, I think I'm going to go to the, what's it called? The Raven. Or actually Fido. Either Raven or Fido. So as I'm talking, it's a lot of stress. The reason why, if you're curious, why it's so hard for me to keep track is because there's so many distractions. You know, you're trying to talk, and then it's loud. And then while it's loud, you're busy looking around, and you're trying to, you know, get your point across, but you hear horns beeping, you hear people yelling, people screaming, people crying. You hear just all sorts of noise volume out here. And it's just hard for me. Every time I listen back to my sober commentary, I go, wow, I really sound like a retard. But that's just because it's so much going on. You know, while I'm in the middle of talking, of course it's going to cut out like that, you know? But check that out right there. And, yeah, it's a lot going on down here. It's pretty,
Jesus Christ! Girls, go ahead!
Yeah, wow. But yeah, it's a lot going on as I'm fucking waiting. Listen how fucking loud. All the Ubers and Lyfts are fucking crowding the street. As I'm recording, check this guy out right here. Look, just right there. That's nice. That's a standing right in front of me. So I'm gonna move away from this faggot. So that's what I'm saying. That's exactly how it is. That's exactly how it is when I'm in a bar. When I'm in a bar, I'm standing by myself, right? And I'm just chilling. You know, I'm trying to get into the music. And then some random guy like that would just stand right in front of me. And in my head, I'm like, you got so much space. You know, you could go, could you have to stand right there? I mean, you have a right to. I'm not going to sit here and flatter myself. And the guy actually just turned around to see if I was there. And he just kept, he just turned around to see if I was there, and he kept walking. Which is nice. Check that out right there. Little spank bank memory there. Nice white girl. But yeah, but that's how it is. And I'm not trying to flatter myself, but trying to say everybody's trying to be next to me. Everyone likes me. I'm not attractive. I mean, girls don't want nothing to do with me. They don't want to fuck me. But it's just the fact that these guys just always sit near me. It's like, get away from me, man. You know? I found a nice spot by myself, and you gotta fucking stand right near me. So I'm trying to keep this low profile. Once again, I don't want any, you know, because I'm, of course, out by myself. If I had somebody with me, I wouldn't mind doing this. But because, you know, I'm by myself, I'm trying to keep this LP. I'm trying to keep a low profile. But the street harassment is crazy out here. There's like 3 girls being talked to by like 4 guys, and then the Blue Martini and the Cuba Libre are the main spots, and it's very hard for me to find a place to stand, because usually I stand outside the Cuba Libre, but the problem with that is, like, every time I stand there, there's always fucking homeless people, which I have no problem with, but, you know, I try to get away from them, because I'm not going to give them any money, panhandlers and such, and on top of that, just random dudes. Just random thirsty guys just fucking stand next to me. As you can see, the volume is crazy tonight. It was better last night. Last night, if you watch the video, you're going to see more. You're going to see way more people that you would have saw if tonight. But there's still a good amount. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, and
I mean, it's still good volume if you ask me. But yeah, it's impossible for me to. It's kind of hard to really hear you. It's ridiculous. But yeah, it's last night felt like spring at one point. It was like I felt like 50 degrees, and tonight it's fucking cold. It's brutal. It fucking feels like it's it definitely is, you know, 30, 40 degrees. So I'm going to wrap this up right now. Nothing's really going on. I'm just yapping right now, yammering away. I'm going to combine these two and make one coverage together. So this is Saturday night coverage of Old City. St. Patty's Day Part 2, the street harassment. I'm going to go home and jerk off in a sock because I can't get laid. Coverage. Lots of ass out here, and I can't get any.
We are going to wrap this episode up. When I say we, I mean, I guess me. Me is going to wrap this episode up. I will wrap this episode up. You just heard sober commentary with drunk people, the Saturday version, which was not as much fun as the Friday version, which is why I was glad I did both. Not that it matters. And I got one of those Facebook memory things. 3 years ago, I drove the King of Prussia 45 minutes, waiting in traffic to shoot this web series show called Embarrassed with B. Lion, and it never happened. And Greg Lynn commented on his status on Facebook and said, hey, what happened? I remember we were there for 3 hours filming this scene. I almost got in 2 car accidents. And, well, for what? I don't know. Well, anyways, JoshCast is now on iTunes. All this week, I was, since I don't have a job and nothing to do, I was hitting up the links and, you know, updating it and updating the feed and stuff. And all the episodes are up except the first 4 episodes. The first 4 episodes are not up, not that anybody cares, because the website I put it on DivShare crashed and is no longer there. Well, let's get to the topical news, and then, of course, we'll wrap this up with some odd news. I don't know why I just say it like that. Odd news. What the hell's that going to do? But I don't think much is really going on anyway. Of course, besides our president and the basketball March Madness, Lawrence Mansigin, sorry for mispronouncing his last name, he was a Star Trek Vulcan. He has died at 86 years old. Mom, whose best friend promised to adopt her 4 kids, has died at 36. Oh, man. Life is short, folks. That's why you girls gotta give up your pussy. That's right. Make life worth something. Don't listen to me. Alright, I ate a lot of spicy food, so my asshole will be burning tonight. That's the great thing about doing a podcast. You can just say whatever you want. At least 1,000 evacuated as a wildfire scorches Colorado. That shows a plane with all this red engine crap coming out of it. There's not a lot going on. Probably going to jump right over to the odd news. Because, you know, I already did some topical news last night. Alright, let's just do that. That sounds good. I already have enough stuff this week. I've had dual Lepowims with Darren Martinez. I've had public freakout commentary. I got 2 sober commentaries. It's enough. I did enough for you guys. And no one will listen to this episode. Nobody appreciates what I do. This Latvian woman is a real-life Rapunzel. She has giant long hair, and I want to jizz in it. That's right. Why not? McDonald's worker jumps through drive-thru in an attempt to save a woman's life. So I guess her boyfriend or somebody was trying to beat her up or stab her or something. And this guy doesn't get paid enough. Give him the $15 an hour. Zeus sues studio for traumatizing a raccoon used in an erotic ad. So I guess they gave him some sort of pills or something. Hero cat pounds on door, saves owner from carbon monoxide poison. Read the story if you want to know the answer to that. New perfume promises the fragrance of a kitten's neck. I'm allergic to cats a little bit, so I don't want... But it's a perfume. It's for girls. San Diego Brewery makes beer from tweeted sewage water. Yum, yum, yum. What's the IPA on that? Huh? Stray cat wanders into a nursing home and gets a permanent job offer. Oh, they put the little cat behind a desk. That's so cute. Someone keeps stashing bottles of steak sauce A1 around an Ohio library. Why is that funny? It just is. Whoever's doing that, I want to meet them and interview them for the JoshCast. Blind cat dazzles everyone after opening his stunned eyes. A lot of these stories are about cats. Engineer creates sex robot that needs to be remediated first. I gotta take a shit, but I gotta fake the segment out. Badass golfer Cody Gibble pulls stunning move on an alligator. Substitute teacher vomits in class. Officer finds box of wine in purse. So this chick was drinking on the job. Car twerkers are storming Miami. Oh, I've seen this before. I saw some girls twerking out their cars while the music was played in Old City one night. Woman who shares name with Alexa in Sirius says her life is a nightmare. I gotta pause this. I gotta take a shit. Okay, so I just took a shit. I was about a minute from wrapping this episode up, and I cannot hold it in any longer. I'm sorry. But that's the great thing about it. Okay. Woman flips pen into a can with butt and starts new internet craze. And it's a white girl. Her butt's not that big. It's nice, but hey, good for her. A priest, a rabbi, and an atheist smoke weed and talk religion. That looks pretty cool. That's definitely an interesting story. NASCAR brawl leaves driver bloody and the butt of internet jokes. He only has like a little gash on his forehead. Could be worse. His car could have crashed. He could have died. Man turned an Alexa into a talking skull that is the stuff of nightmares. One classified nuclear bomb test posted to YouTube for a chilling reason. Moose mounts metal statue, finds out it's a little rusty. What 5 days in wind and freezing temps along Lake Ontario can do. You gotta see this. It looks crazy. It looks like it's like snow wax. Tumbling Jack Russell wins hearts after hilariously bad dog show run. Man bursted out of his pants arrested for cocaine smuggling airport. I think they did that last week. Human suction cup claims to be a real-life X-Men. And finally, disabled goldfish gets its own wheelchair at the internet cheers. They put a little tiny wheelchair in the fish tank. It's pretty cute. Well, folks, that's it for the show. Once again, it's on iTunes, so I highly doubt you folks will listen to hours and hours of me yapping about my shitty life. But nonetheless, the show will continue. I'll see you guys on the next one. Well, you gotta know what you just listened to. You just gotta know.
You have just listened to the world's most awful podcast show, JoshCast.